Hello. What's going on? Let's see here. Okay, I'm just going to do a kicked back, relaxed oil pastel today. I worked hard yesterday, and so I kind of want to chill a little bit today. So, if anybody has any questions, just like usual, if you have any questions, let me know. Um, hey Pierre, how are you? If you let me know what you're doing, where you're from, whatever you want to talk about. I'm gonna. Oh, I didn't put it up. Oh, I did put it up. I just didn't put it up for you. If you look in the upper right hand corner, that's the reference image. Do, 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 do. Let's get that puppy a little bigger. I got up this morning and watched the news. Well, lunchtime live streams are the best. Yes. I had my iced coffee. I don't want to drip on my paper. Have my paper towels. So what do you do for work, Pierre? What is your livelihood? I'm not going to say anything about this as if I were a 12-year-old boy. This is just a study, so this isn't anything that's gonna be like, ah, it's just a study. It's, part of it's gonna go off the page, and I'm okay with that. This is just what colors do I need to make these look like pears and get my shadows. Tricking! Very cool. I think I knew that now that you say it. I get my news from my national news from YouTube and TikTok. And I have certain people that I follow. Plus, I kind of just flip through stuff to see if somebody's posted something that's valid. And I don't know, man. We live in a weird world. Weird. Oops, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, I bet. I think it. Are you self-employed, or do you get to travel long distances, or do you stay pretty well close to home? I think just travel in general, would be wonderful. I don't know about the stress of getting places on time, because I'd want to go see everything. I might use that. Where's my purple? There it is. No, it's mostly about 500 miles away, which is kind of, oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. I got a lot of work done yesterday. I did my Monday master study. I've started using Google Calendar like a person in 2026. I've joined I've tried digital before and it just hasn't worked, hasn't stuck. But this time it seems like it's working with my brain, because I just sit there with my laptop and I have a calendars and spreadsheets. And hey Heather, how are you? We were just talking, or I was just talking about Digital Planet. And finally, I think I found my rhythm. Do you have sprints this morning? You do, don't you? I'll make sure and pop open a window. So you can get the watch time. If I can find it. Oh no, you're not sprinting during the summer, are you? That's right. I forgot. You're not sprinting during summer. You got a full plate. Today's just a casual, yeah, hence why it's off center and I'm not worrying about it. It's a study. I'm playing. I may wind up with something. I may not. I probably will, but probably going to use a little mineral spirits today. How's Kyle? What's going on? I realized it when I went to, it was like, wait a minute, she's, no. I've been following the riots in LA. They don't look very riotous to me. But that'll start me on politics. I'm just going to smear this stuff together and have a good old time. It took me a minute, but I figured it out, Heather. Yeah. I was saying I started using Google Calendars finally. So what do you people have planned for today? What's going on? What's on the agenda? Are you hauling something today, Pierre? Or is this your downtime? I'm kind of brain fried after yesterday, so hey Angela, thank you. You rock. I think I just overdid it yesterday, so I'm backing up a little today. I'm just focusing on having some fun, doing it casual. I don't know. I didn't used to like to use mineral spirits, but well, it's kind of turning on me now. Yes, indeedy. Whoop. I got my iced coffee. Well, yeah, working on mostly hanging out with my son, but I just did a bit of admin for the con. Now, when is that? When is the con? I know it's no. I started to say I know it's the summer, but I don't think it is it? I think it's cool you do that. Oh, I didn't record my numbers this morning. I'll need to. Late September. Okay. Kind of looks like a wacky light bulb, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm not putting this on there very systematically. I wish now tell me if I'm crazy. I wish Google Calendar had a list option, or just like a note option, like a quick little place to just jot something down. Now I know that's what Google Docs and stuff is for too, but it seems too like that's overkill for just a blip. I kept finding myself wanting to jot something down when I was using it. And there was no option for that. There was no other than just open a Google Doc and or my note feature. But it'd be nice if it was in Google, you know, on the same page, and I could just click it and say. I guess I could make an like an event or something and just have it as notes. Or just a random task list one day, like at the end of the month or something, and then add things to it there. See, that's logic. That's what threw me. Yeah, I don't remember using oil pastels much in like grade school. I mean, we must have. I went to school at a time. Okay, that's going to be political too. How do you avoid it? I don't think we can. I went to school back in my day. Um, if there was a bond issue and it involved the school, it passed. If there was anything the schools needed, it passed. Things were paid for. Certain segments of the population. Look, that's silver. I don't want that. Where's that silver? Yeah, that's silver. I had 2 art teachers in high school at the same time. One for 3D, one for 2D. And they had their separate rooms. And I was not in a wealthy community. It was a working town, a working class town. We had I kind of like that color. We had a lot of manufacturing plants. We had a smelter. My father worked at a plant that made transmissions for John Deere. And eventually John Deere bought him out. I just find it sad that I grew up feeling like my education was important to the community as a whole. And I don't think that our young people today unfortunately get to have that. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. I'll quit. You can uncover your ears now. It's beautiful here today. There is it's supposed to be like in the 80s, I think. But the sun's out. I really need to get Poncho out there. I want to make this brown in the background because I'm going to have these bluish shadows, and it'll help the contrast. Because a gold, and yeah, and I've already got like a golden on the And I think I'm going to use mineral spirits today on this. Let's see what we can. I haven't done it a lot with mineral spirits, so let's see what we can do. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. Now, what did I do with that one? Oh well. I did not. Well, I can't say I didn't. I checked my numbers early this morning. I did look at them, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't record them. I'm trying not to obsess over it. I talked about that yesterday, about just not putting a lot of energy into what are my numbers, what are my numbers, what are my numbers. So, because I don't think that serves us. I know they say what you measure. What is the saying? Something about what you measure. I don't know. A business type quote. Something about what you measure. Get your focus, or what you measure. What is that saying, man? That's gonna bug me. I'm telling you, I'm brain dead today. What you measure gets managed. Okay. Took me a bit. Sorry about that. I really think I overdid it yesterday. Let that be a lesson to me. I think there's something to be said for just leaving the marks showing. I think I'm going to also see what I can achieve to make it look a little more smooth, refined. And yeah, I know this is not centered. I'm not worried about it. This is a playground. Because I bet just with that, if I blended that, I saw that dark spot, and I thought I just splattered mineral spirits all over. Let me get a brush. This is just a cheap Royal Langnickel. Let's do some of this. This is just mineral spirits. Oh no, that's kind of cool. The great thing is you can go over this too with mineral spirits. Don't want that there. Come here. There's a little blob. I wonder if I can get... Oh, shoot. Oh, well. It's Tuesday. It's trash day. I don't know if hubby got trash out or not. He said he was going to, but he may have forgotten to. I just heard a truck. Oh well, we'll just have a very full trash container next week. I bet he remembered though. He's very dependable when it comes to that type of thing. Poncho hears him. Yeah, it sounds like they're in front of our house, so he must have remembered. Bless him. It's not just one person in the household's job, it's just whoever has their act together, I guess, the most. I'm going to keep working on this. I know this at this point it kind of looks like a middle school art project. But let's see if we can rise above that. I got some great pictures of grandkids at their pool yesterday. Nothing I can use for portrait stuff though, not really. It was mostly my youngest grandson being all excited because he was at the pool. He was at the pool. He's such a cute little nugget. Trying to get this smooth. Figure out just what it takes. So like I said, I haven't done a lot of mineral spirits with my oil pastels. Done a lot of scraping, and I love the texture. It's really interesting. Kind of gives watermarks like watercolor too, if you put a lot in there. It's just, well, not even necessarily before it dries. I can go over it. Very cool. It lost its vibrancy, so I'm going to put some yellow in there. Right there. It's kind of fun. Squishing it around. I think you could do a lot with this. I don't know why I'm spending so much time on this one. I am going to take the reference photo off because it's, I don't want people to think I'm trying to get it to look exactly like that, because that's not the case. Got mom stuff happening. I understand. I have sprints this afternoon, but again, they're going to be really laid back ones. I've got a list of things I need to do, but I'm not gonna give myself some grace. So I probably got 2 or 3 days worth of work done yesterday. I was really kicking booty. I got in that groove where you don't want to stop, you know, that hyper focus. And I had a hard time putting down my computer. So much so, I think I need to change bags so I can carry my laptop with me when I do leave the house. Use that bag that I've never used. You could really get a lot of details this way. Oh, I did order some books last night too. We were talking about books yesterday. Okay. No, I don't think you missed anything much. Nothing I can remember, so it must not have been too important. But I did order some books. I went to my wish list on Amazon after we talked yesterday, and I know Amazon, but I wanted to get them so I could shoot an unboxing. And if I use thrift books, it can take about a month sometimes to get them. As much as I love thrift books, in this case I needed it quicker. Or I wanted them quicker, I should say. I got one business book for myself. More for not for the unboxing, but just for personal use, that I heard somebody recommend. And then I got 4 total. They should be here Saturday. And I wish I didn't have to use Amazon, but I'm in such, yeah. We could have ordered them at the local bookstore, but it would have taken a bit, and I'm impatient. I know. I'm making excuses. At least I didn't shop at Hobby Lobby this time. Man, the saturation on that is way on the camera is really, that's not. Does it look like that on YouTube? I don't know. Maybe just because there's so much yellow, orangey in it. It just doesn't look. Oh, I see how it's. No prizes for my art today. Thank you, Pierre. Yeah, because it looks really washed out on mine. Much more so than in real life. I think it's this camera. I think I'm going to have to start, or just go back to using my iPhone camera for a little bit and see if that rectifies what I'm seeing. What is today? Tuesday. Oh, and I put, it wasn't, let me look here. I went and looked up the channels that we talked about yesterday, and it was pull it up. Well, I don't have it on. Why isn't it on there? I know I put it. Where did I put it? Maybe I put it on notes or post. But I put the websites that we were talking about. And that one where she does the historical. The one that I was thinking of with the pigments, it was a brush with Becca. It's Becca Art. And the I don't want people to bebop out. That's not it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the one I was. Yeah, you're right. It was on a post. I knew I had written it out somewhere. But it did I hit the camera? I sure did. I'm sorry. It's a good thing this was going to be a laid back one. There we go. So sorry for that. Oh, and I went and looked at that one Ed Emberley books, and I don't think they're gonna meet my need for at this time. I forget who brought it up. But I went and looked at, yeah, his is definitely a different genre of art books than what I was. And I think I have that one, that Gardner book. I'd have to go over and look in the other room. But I think I bought it. I think I have it. I'm about 80% positive it's over there. Notice I didn't say 100. I really need to sit down with my art books and just spend a day or an afternoon. Just, yeah, that would be a good thing to do this afternoon, I think. I have been seeing where if you're older, like me, that this is really the time to lean into that, into the not being a 20-year-old YouTuber or I've gotten so used to not showing my face on these. Because it's not really necessary when it's about the work. I know a lot of people do. Christine Snaps had a new video yesterday, just at the right time. Made me laugh. It was a nice break. I try to go to her premieres when I can of her videos. Because it's just more fun. But if not, the replays are well worth it. And I think that's one thing I like about her is she's not the traditional beauty, or you know, like you could see a beauty influencer on. She's just herself. And she embraces it. I think I need the background darker. Also need to go through the, ooh, that's a lot of mineral spirits. Oops, it doesn't go that way. It goes this way. I think there is a lot to learn from doing this with mineral spirits. Especially with the softer pastels, the softer oil pastels. You can do something similar with soft pastels too, with water. But I just never got into it. But this may have started some. Ooh. Don't want that there. Can lift it up. Yeah, I find her very intriguing, very entertaining and informative, and like I said, one of my granddaughters turned me on to her. She I don't even remember what one it was that attracted her to it. But it was my granddaughter that's I want to say special needs, but it's hard to say just what. Stepping back a little bit too, just to see if it focuses better, because it seems like it's focused on my hand. You gotta focus on this. That looks more like a lemon butt right there. My brain jar is confused. Yeah, I need it darker in the background. What shall we use? How about a phthalo blue? Prussian blue? Just to give it some use mineral spirits on that. It was kind of, I hear a mower in the distance. It was kind of funny. It was like all the neighbors started mowing yesterday at the same time. Literally, like within minutes of each other. The ultimate adult peer pressure. I'm gonna get a bigger brush. I don't want that big of a brush. I don't know. That looks... Maybe I just shouldn't mess with the background very much. Just worry about my sad little pears. Just want to make this consistent. Now I'll clean these brushes with Dawn dish soap and get that oil pastel out of there. First I'll clean it off real well with the mineral spirits, and then use some Dawn. I don't usually use the mineral spirits, so come here, baby. I just want a little black spot right there. In there. Barely in there. Maybe a little bit right there. I'll probably go over that with some brown to kind of knock it back a little. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And then I'll just soften that. There's barely any mineral spirits on my brush. Where did you go? I really want to go to a concert. I need to look and see who's in the area. We won't know. We know. All know I won't leave the house. So what is everybody doing artwork-wise? Is anybody doing anything that they're just really enjoying and you want to do more of? I know Pierre and I have talked about plein air a lot. That we both wish we, I don't know, maybe Pierre is actually getting out there since he's a trucker. That would be a great thing to do on the road, huh? Have you seen the people that like live out of their vans or RVs and they travel and do artwork? I think I got this too narrow, but I don't think I'm going to be able to save it because I put mineral spirits. I'm pretty sure it's that's too straight. Doesn't that look like a lemon? need to make that side darker. So it has some definition. I haven't even looked at the clock. What time is it? Oh. I've got 15 after. This looks very elementary, very basic, but sometimes that's not a bad thing. I'm just gonna go with it. I think you could really do a lot, a very tight details with, what is, oh, that's where my glass was. My iced coffee, got water on the table. At least I think that's what it is. Yeah. So what's everybody's favorite coffee place? If you have one. Whether you're at home, in your hometown, or if you're out and about, where do you stop to get coffee? You have to stop and get coffee. It's like an unwritten rule. Like a Scooters or Starbucks, Dunkin'. Or do you prefer just to make your own? The reason I ask is because I live in a small town, there's not a lot of options, and but I'm always seeing YouTubers go out and get coffee. They have to have a certain one, whether it be the aforementioned. I think if I went with the squidgy tool and then the mineral spirits, I could really get some detail in here. I'm seeing if that made it, if that brown is too nondescript, or if it, I don't know. I think it looks better than what's there. What's there kind of looks washed out to me. At least it looks more like a pure color. Or, yeah. There might still be a little bit of mineral spirit still on that surface too, that's making that smooth out like it is. Wow, that really ate up my pastel. Not that that's a bad thing, because we're trying to use them up. But that really... I try and keep the frame of the image in the same location, because when I go to edit for like shorts, it makes it easier. What was I going to do with this? Oh. I'm going to turn off my lights. I don't think they are helping in the least. I think they are washing it out. Or maybe not. Maybe it just makes it easier for me to see. Oh, come on. I don't know, it does like a little bit. I need some red, not pink. I need red. There we go. And just a smidge. And I think I'm going to leave it rough. Oh, Poncho's learning a new trick. He's learning how to whisper. You know how when you tell a dog to speak and they bark? His is a ruff. Well, I said I was going to leave that rough, didn't I? That red really shows up a lot better on the monitor too. It is 11:30. Where has the time gone? And this is an orange Paul Rubens. And if you want me to start giving like the exact color I'm using, just say so. I tend to get very focused on what I'm doing. But if you want me to start doing that, I can definitely try anyway. Oh, you're a slow painter? I tend to do better if I go fast. When I'm doing my own work, which is kind of a funny story. Because my husband told me that. And then it was like my last semester or two. Of grad school, and I started working like that because it is I was related to what my thesis was. And my sponsor, my advisor, said, you know, I think your work is a lot stronger when you paint really fast. And I thought, how many thousands of dollars did I pay for you to say that when we already knew it? I just kept trying to do what you wanted me to do. I didn't have a lot of confidence when I was in grad school. Wong Ho. I think that's his name. Artist. Yeah. Is that it? No, that doesn't look like his. That looks like his. Yep, that's him. I follow this guy a lot. I've taken several of his online workshops. And he has a website called MFA that has workshops on it that are good. And it's the website with the workshops is like $30 a month. So you could go, set aside a month and just soak them all up as possible. Just trying to think of I think it's just MFA. I noticed David Kaysen had another video out. And again, I haven't watched it. See, I need to catch up on all this stuff. Yeah, I love him. And yeah, he's just, and his personality. I like his personality, especially when he does things with his son. You can tell he's just so proud of him. I know that's totally not art related, but sometimes their personality. Let me see if I can. Oh, he's old. We're the same age. Well, he sure has done a lot more than me. Let's see about. See if there's a link. Nope. Yeah, MFA Studio. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. They've updated their website since I was there last. I don't know if it's still the same price. Subscribe, 50% off. Sorry, I got off on. Yeah, he's, I love watching him paint. You need to work on your color mixing and getting, I almost got a book that was just on color. It looked really good, but I had to choose between it and another one in order to fit on my budget. I put it on my wish list, I think it is. So maybe I'll get it in the future. Let me see if I can find the name of it, because it's gonna bug me. Let's see, wish list. No. Oh, it's just Oil Painter's Color Handbook. It's by Todd Casey. I think it's been out for a few years. No, that says it's came out this edition anyway. Oh no, yeah, this one came out in 22. Let me get the. Come on, baby. Get in there. Give me the link. Oh, shoot. Come on. There it is. That is an affiliate link. I do have an Amazon. But by all means, you don't have to, yeah. That was just the quickest way to do it. Yes, go for it, Horizon. Oh, do you? Which one do you have? Is it The Art of the Still Life? I've been wanting that one too. I think that was one Sandy Hester talked about also. It's been a while since she talked about it, but oh, cool! You'll have to let me know, because then it'll give me an excuse to go ahead and order it. Oh, awesome, Horizon! I'll have to come back to it though. But I've got it running in the background. Because I'm gonna run out of time here on this. Not that I think I can do much more to it. It's pretty basic. Let me see if I can do any scraping on it to give it. Oh, I see something. This right here should have should be more. Should have like a fold on it. And not just a. Yeah, I really debated it. I was like, like I said, I was trying to stay in my budget, and I already had. Actually, I had 3 coming, and I thought of the business one, and so I went back and added it while I could still get free shipping. But yeah, I've noticed what, yeah. I think I would benefit from a book like that if it's as good as it looks. I'm realizing I can't really scrape if I've used mineral spirits already in some areas. This needs to come down. Oops, went too high. Maybe this would be a good time to... It's kind of weird, out of all the books, we both chose the same one. Great minds think alike. I don't know, the only problem with me doing mineral spirits with my oh, Poncho, he just put his head on my foot, is it slows me down. I need to get to where it's like much more I don't want that white to be so stark. The books are supposed to be here Saturday. Mine are. I don't know if I'm going to do a live opening or not. I think it would be more fun. I'm not going to schedule anything though until they get here. Because my luck, I'd schedule it and then they'd say, "Oop, sorry about that. We lost your package." I did have one lost recently. Lost. It was on its way from China and got to customs and then disappeared. I think it was they were hanging on to it because of tariffs. Because I ordered it during all that. I don't know, man. That background does not look dark enough for me. It needs a darker value. At least so it has some oomph. Some depth to it. I really like how this edge is. I could pick away at this forever. Not that it's that refined. It's still pretty loose in my opinion. That's not a bad thing. I lost the curve there. There we go. Man, I'm pale. This right here is too straight. Let's give it some roundness in there. Taking off my glove. Composition wise, this should not be cut off like that. It should be on there or not, in my opinion. But I'm not going to worry about it too terribly much, since this is just a This is just to try a lot of mineral spirits. Oops. I used a lot more mineral spirits on this one than I usually do. It was kind of fun. I think if I went through and did one that was very smushy and then did some scraping and then did mineral spirits, I think I could get some really interesting textures. I think. Where are you? Let's just go with this. That was just to get that edge on there. And if I were really focused on this white, I would be putting the yellow tints and the, you know, I guess I've got a few minutes here. Because white is never just white. It's always got, it reflects the colors around it. This is just a yellow, a pale, pale yellow. And that's not working. That's scraping it off. Let me get a... I got a Haya. They're softer. So they'll go over it a little better. You probably won't even be able to see this on camera. Because it's so fair. I'm gonna get a little peachy. Little peachy. You know what? That was a gallery. That was not a... No, that was a Haya. Same thing. I'm going to get just a little bit of pink. A pale pink. And just where I see... And this is also a Haya. And I'm primarily doing this because I have time for one. I'm just peeling up that pink. I need some orangey or yellow. I already did that. There we go. Let's try this. That white is going to be reflecting some of that peach, or pear, sorry. Excuse you, Poncho. So there needs to be, yeah. Okay. Go ahead and take the tape off. This was just a quick study. It wasn't anything to write home about. Excuse you, Poncho. It was a way for me to play with mineral spirits and the oil pastels a little bit. Just to experiment, because I haven't done that a whole lot. I always like the marks of the pastels. So I did it with, I dipped a brush into mineral spirits that I have here, that I keep here for my oil paints. And I mean, it seemed like it just barely needed anything. My oil pastels are getting all mixed up. I need to sit down and go through them. But for right now, I didn't want those to roll underneath here and be a problem. One lesson I've learned about the tape is you put it on the day you're going to use it. It comes off much better if you let it set overnight or longer. It will attach itself more to the paper, which I know is probably obvious. And it's more likely to pull up some of that surface of the paper. Yeah, it's nothing to like put in a portfolio, but I'm not going to complain too loud. I learned a little bit more about using I'm missing a couple. About using the mineral spirits with the oil pastel and how it kind of works with the scrape. I love the scrape. I love the, because you can get these like fine lines that way. By putting down the white and then putting that over it, you can scrape that off and it goes down to the white. Somewhere around here, One would think I would be more organized. Oh, there it is. I see it. Ta-da! Look how pale I am. Is it me or is it the paper? Is that my arm or is that my paper? Okay, just a quick study. AI reference photo. Oil pastel with mineral spirits. What is today? June 10th. 6/10/25. And then what I'll do, I haven't even been spraying them, excuse you, spraying them with fixative. I've just been putting the wax paper over it. Just what I did on this one. I think it was raining when I did that one, so I couldn't go outside, but it seems like it works fine. I'm gonna wash this brush out that I used with this. I'm gonna wash it out with Dawn dish soap, and that'll clean out the oil. Okay, I guess that's it for today. It is 12 noon here. Am I good or what? And timing? I mean, my goodness. I said I was going to go from 10 to 12, and we did it. This was just a really quick, like, tester to use the mineral spirits. I don't like that mark right there. It needs more. It's 2. Okay, that's better. And that looks like there's a ring in there. What is that? Oh. I could sit here and pick at this. I've also discovered that the mineral spirits, when you use those, it kind of, well, obviously it flattens out the surface, but it'll pick up any pastel that you put over it a little better. You know how I like them smushy? It takes away the smushiness. Okay, I will catch you all later. Let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm going to do an oil painting tomorrow. I have it scheduled so that I'm doing a specific one. Oh, it's the one from the flowers that I did the really quick study of in oil pastel. It's a still life of some flowers that my daughter got and that I just thought were beautiful. And so I'm going to do a oil painting of those. So I'm going to start at 11. I don't know how late I'll go because this is one of those I want finished, and so I may even wind up going into Thursday on it. It'll be oil paint. I have it scheduled and it's public, so there you have it. All right, thank you all. I appreciate you more than I can say. You rock. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. You help me so much by being here. You get me working, get me doing things. Pierre said he's hoping to get the Art of Still Life from, it's in his wish list. It's on mine too. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, yeah. All right, I will see you all later. Take care and be safe. And hopefully I'll see you in the morning.